Congressman Lagman for his brief manifestation.
Thank you, Joint Chairman. The following manifestation would be on the validity of the return to the Lopez family of the operations, facilities, and premises of ABS-CBN on the following grounds. 1. There is no constitutional provision in the 1987 Constitution which was violated when the premises, facilities, and operations of ABS-CBN were returned in 1986 by the Republic of the Philippines under the Cory Aquino presidency to the Lopez family as majority owners of said corporation. 2. The alleged violation is based on the claim that the Lopez family did not pay any compensation to the Republic of the Philippines for reacquiring ABS-CBN. This argument is respectfully submitted to be flawed because of the following. A. The ownership of the Lopez family of ABS-CBN has long been established, even before the declaration of martial law, and this remained unchallenged up to the post-EDSA People Power Revolution. And B. Since the Lopez family, as majority owners of ABS-CBN, is the aggrieved party, it stands to reason that it should be the one to be compensated for the illegal seizure of ABS-CBN during martial law and the short takeover of the same by the Ramos and Relief forces in the aftermath of the EDSA People Power Revolution, which latter brief takeover was subsequently permitted by the Lopez family only for the duration of the crisis or the emergency. 3. Granting arguendo that there was any violation, the infraction was only civil in nature. However, any challenge or action has long prescribed after 34 years have elapsed following the subject return or reacquisition. The longest prescriptive period for filing an action under the new civil code is 30 years for the recovery of immovable or real property. In this case, 34 years have passed, for which reason prescription has irrevocably set in. But more importantly, no action has been filed questioning the subject return of ABS-CBN operations, facilities, and premises to the Lopez family. 4. The return of ABS-CBN to the Lopez family was not premature. It was demandable and seasonable since the Lopez family is the unquestioned majority owners of ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation. 5. The return was covered by legal orders or issuances like the following. A. Tacit approval by the Office of the President granting the request of Senator Lorenzo Cañada in a letter dated April 17, 1986, that the operations, facilities, and premises of ABS-CBN be returned to the Lopez family, as subsequently ratified by the subsequent action of the Presidential Commission on Good Government, PCGG, an office created by the first executive order of President Corazon Aquino under EO number 1 dated 28 February 1986. And B, consequently, an order dated June 18, 1986 of the Presidential Commission on Good Government, PCGG, was issued for the return of the pertinent frequencies to ABS-CBN Corporation, which effectively allowed the resumption of ABS-CBN operations and the return of the facilities and premises of ABS-CBN. 6. The reacquisition of ABS-CBN by the Lopez family is also confirmed by the following. A. Agreement to arbitrate, dated October 6, 1987. The principal purpose of this agreement is not to establish the right of ownership of the Lopez family over ABS-CBN because this has been correctly and previously acknowledged by the Republic of the Philippines in the prior actions of PCGG and the Office of the President. The main objectives of the agreement to arbitrate are: 1. To effect the full return of the facilities and premises of ABS-CBN by PTB4 as the government television channel, and 2. To settle the monetary claims of ABS-CBN for the government's use and operation of ABS-CBN's facilities, equipment, and premises, more particularly by the government channel PTB4. Although the whereas clause referred to the two previous requests as backgrounder only for the return of the ABS-CBN's operations, facilities, and premises, eventually the arbitral proceedings dealt on the return of PTB4 of ABS-CBN facilities and premises. It was occupying and the accrued rentals. This factual circumstance was confirmed by the Supreme Court in Gascon versus Chopper Arroyo when it narrated that on 17 April 1986, the Lopez family, through counsel, ex-Senator Lorenzo Tañada, requested President Aquino to order the return of the Lopez family of TV stations 2 and 4. On 13 June 1986, the Lopez family made a written request to the PCGG for the return of TV station Channel 2. On 18 June 1986, the PCGG approved the return of TV station Channel 2 to the Lopez family. This was made on October 18, 1986. I'm still quoting the Supreme Court decision, Your Honor. Thereafter, the Lopez family requested for the return of TV station Channel 4. Acting upon the request, Respondent Executive Secretary by the authority of the President entered into with the ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation, represented by its President, Eugenio Lopez Jr., an agreement to arbitrate. So according to the Supreme Court's narration of facts, what was subjected to the arbitral proceedings was the return to ABS-CBN of TV station Channel 4. Why is this so? Because previously, Channel 2 was already returned to the Lopez family. The latter narration confirmed that subsequently, the request of ABS-CBN Broadcast Corporation was limited to the return of TV station Channel 4 or the facilities being used by PTB4, and the import of the agreement to arbitrate was for the full return by PTB4 of the facilities and premises of ABS-CBN, because the return and operations of ABS-CBN over Channel 2 had been previously effected. Finally, however, the arbitral decision was limited to the money claims of ABS-CBN because during the pendency of the arbitral proceedings, PTB4 gradually returned the facilities and premises of ABS-CBN, which it was then using and occupying. B. The decision of the Supreme Court in Gascon versus Chopper Arroyo, wherein the High Court ruled that the agreement to arbitrate is legal and valid. C. The grant of provisional authority by the National Telecommunications Commission, NTC, in favor of ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation. The final decision, the arbitral decision, dated May 23, 1995, approving the compromise agreement between the Republic of the Philippines and ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation, under which the Republic obligated itself to pay ABS-CBN the amount of $97,500,000, payable in a non-cash basis like tax credit for the use of the government of the facilities and premises of ABS-CBN. With respect to this arbitral decision, let me underscore that the arbitral decision confirmed and approved the compromise agreement. This is so because the compromise agreement should precede the arbitral decision. Otherwise, if the arbitral decision would be before the compromise agreement, then that is the time when you can say that we are placing the cart before the horse. E. Decision dated June 23, 1995 of the Makati Regional Court confirming and approving the subject compromise agreement referred to in the earlier arbitral decision. 7. No challenge, petition, or complaint against the aforesaid proceedings confirmatory of the return of ABS-CBN to the Lopez family has been interposed up to now. 8. Any challenge to the reacquisition by the Lopez family of ABS-CBN has been put to rest. Let me underscore that, has been put to rest when Republic Act number 7966 was enacted on March 30, 1995, granting ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation a legislative franchise for 25 years. And 9, verily, distinguished Joint Chairman, the ownership of the Lopez family of ABS-CBN is a non-issue before the Joint Committee hearings. Thank you, Joint Chairman.
Maraming salamat po, Congressman Lagman.